Hello, and welcome to the channel Rexsaurus Rex, where we review and discuss all things dinosaur and other prehistoric animals. How you guys doing? Today we resume our Late to the Party campaign by Beasts of the Mesozoic, featuring the Ceratopsian series, and what we'll be reviewing today is the Diabloceratops eatoni, and we are we're basically, for now, this will do what we'll have in terms of the ceratopsians. I am still without the Chasmosaurus and the standard version of the Styracosaurus, and I believe the Styracosaurus will be getting reissued very soon. The Chasmosaurus is out of stock, basically all over the place. There is a few places that I could get it, but it'll cost some money, and I'm trying to hold off on that, and we'll see. But anyway, we're dealing with the Diabloceratops today, so let's go ahead and do that. You see the packaging in front of us, you see the dinosaur within, and there's a backdrop behind it. We've got the sleeve that shows beautiful artwork of the Diabloceratops, and then we'll turn. Of course, we've got the logo and the trike avatar on the top of the sleeve, the 19 points of articulation, realistic movement and detail, the card. Diabloceratops is number 6 in the line, and then here is an illustration of that card I just mentioned, and there is a read-up information that will be on the flip side of this card on inside the packaging, and we've got the readout is as follows. Number 6, Diabloceratops eatoni, stands for devil horn face. Length up to 5.5 meters or 18 feet long. The location is Waweep Formation, Utah, USA. Time period late Cretaceous, 79.9 million years ago. Diabloceratops is one of the oldest known ceratopsids. It shared its wetland habitat with many other dinosaurs, including hadrosaurs, ankylosaurs, and pachycephalosaurs, with Lythronax likely being the apex predator. And that's good to hear too, bringing up Lythronax, because Beasts of the Mesozoic's next series, the Tyrannosaur series, which has begun with Tyrannosaurus Rex itself, is going to have within it Lythronax. I believe that's in wave 2, which should come out as of right now. It's scheduled for March, and that'll be cool. If you haven't seen the figure for Lythronax, then I suggest you look that up. The paint scheme is nice. It's going to look very nice, especially when you pair it up with Diabloceratops in some dioramic displays. Pretty nice. Diabloceratops is part of wave 1, and that's what we have as far as a checklist right there. And I believe we have all of wave 1 now with the inclusion of Diabloceratops. So we've now got him back to the front. Take one last look, because we are about to unleash this beast. And as always with Beasts of the Mesozoic, they all come included with a backdrop to be used with dioramas, and this is no exception. And yet another beautiful backdrop we have here. This is I see moss and lots of vegetation there, and there's some mist in the background. This is very nice. And here is the aforementioned collectible card included. You see the beautiful artwork there on the front, and we have our Diabloceratops rearing up like it's about to defend itself against a Lythronax. Very nice. And then on the flip of our packet, we have the instructions for how to warm up the tail, which comes detached, either with hot water or with a hairdryer. Here we have our Diabloceratops on our rotating base, and you see the beautiful coloration there. That's of the rock agama lizard, as with all Beasts of the Mesozoic action figures. They are based on living creatures. The ceratopsians are based on living reptiles and amphibians. and they, of course, it's just based, and then they take artistic liberties to personalize their the figure, the species, and this is definitely a very nicely painted action figure. It is very it's got a nice dark tone, and of course, as always, the highlight is that skull. We're going to get it off the base, and we'll take a further look at the entire animal. Taking a close look at the skull, I'd have to actually back it up if you want to be able to see the horn ornamentation, the spikes on the top of the frill, but we'll get to that momentarily. But right now, looking at the skull, we can see the nice reds there, and some yellow there on the what would be kind of like a miniature boss there, and then of course the beak, dark like a brown. You've got the black streaking there around the eyes. The eyes themselves painted a yellow, an orange kind of yellow with black pupils. You've got some more yellow that's going down towards the cheek there. Speaking of the cheek, you see you've got some like a very pale grayish white there. And then speaking of that, the same colors there for the brow horns, which are like pointed. They're going more up instead of forward, and the tips are ended in a dark and a black. Looking at it straight on, you could see the let me lower the head so you can really get a look at the coloration there, the design on the frill. And the great thing is asymmetrical. As you can see, it looks different on either side, which is cool. And I'll go back so you can see what's going on with the spikes atop the frill as they go up, and then they veer out, same color as the brow horns, and then of course also ending in a black type of color there. And then looking at the sides, you still have all that with the ridges on the frill, pretty nice. Nothing going on too much in the back. It does have it's basically black, and it's got red, like a red ring going from left to right on the back there. The neck, you could see, go back there so we don't get too out of focus there. Starts off black, changes to like a beige, and then it goes into the red, and then the black, and then that beige goes down, and it turns into a more brownish color, and more tannish brown color. And of course the base is kind of black, and then it gets into a brick red color. Then it turns brown and then black. The arms, or forelimbs, black, and then the front of it is that brick reddish color again, going all the way down. It's got a wash on it, so the scalation pops. The claws or hooves on the toes, get back there, I'm losing it, sorry about that guys, is kind of like a yellow. And then we go to the mid torso, and when we get around the belly, you see that it's like a blue green. Then going down, still have more of that dark colors, the same thing. The hind limb, dark at the top there, black, and then it gets down to that brick reddish color, and you've got the dry wash so that the scales pop. And of course all of the claws are painted in that tannish, that beige, kind of that yellow, whatever you want to call that color right there. And then the tail is essentially that black or dark brown, very dark brown. It is a dark brown, not a black. And you've got that brick reddish stripe going right down the tail. And on the underbelly, you've got that blue-green, as I stated, with a wash, a dark wash, and it goes all the way. And then of course the very center of the lower belly is that beige type of color with a wash, so that the scales, once again, they pop. And the same would be on the other side there. looking very nice as I back it up so we can see the whole thing in its glory. The measurement for the beast of the Mesozoic Diabloceratops is about 10.5 inches. This is a 1/18 scale action figure, and this is representative of an animal that would be 15 3/4 feet long in real life. So it's a little bit smaller than its estimated maximum length. So it puts it right in there. It's a little bit smaller, but it'll work. It'll definitely work. So that's pretty nice with that. As far as articulation goes, we've got the jaw is articulated. Pretty nice there. There's no tongue. We only have 19 points of articulation with this critter. The good thing is that the beak closes almost all the way, so that's cool. As far as the head can go independent of the neck. It can go up and down and left and right. That's cool. And then with the neck, you can get some nice turning right there, as you can see. And with the neck, you can get the head to look up that far and get down real low there. That's nice for like grazing or water drinking stands. As far as the forelimb, you've got the rotation. At the elbow, you've got articulation there as well as a swivel. The hoof can go down, it can go up. You've got pivot, and it does rotate. The torso, you can go left, right slightly, up, down slightly, and it does twist a lot. You can get a lot of that going on. The hind limb, you've got the rotation. It can't, oh, let me go back. I forgot. You can splay out on the forelimb. Can't forget that. That's a very good aspect of the articulation. The hind limb splays very little, but you do have the rotation. You've got articulation at the knee, and then at that ankle, and then of course at the foot. You can go up, down, and it will rotate. And then the tail, you can go left, right, up, down, and if you wanted to swivel it, you could. So that is the articulation of our Diabloceratops. Now for some comparisons, here we have our Diabloceratops next to an Avoceratops, and now a Pseudoceratops. Very, very nice pairing right here. And to get a big dog in there, we've got our Fan's Choice Pachyrhinosaurus right here. Very, very nice, and you can see the differences in the sizes, and so you can get an idea of how a human being would look next to a Diabloceratops. There you have it. We've got the Mandalorian, which is also a 1/18 scale figure. So there you have it. You can see a 6-foot tall human next to a 15-foot long Diabloceratops. And finally, we've got our Diabloceratops up against the backdrop that came included with the packaging. And as per usual, looks great. They look great together. And of course, you could use the backdrop for any number of scenes you may want to create. And it's no exception here. Looks very nice. Our Diabloceratops also looks nice. The paint apps, what it's based on, the agama lizard, it definitely works well. The fiery reds there, Diablo, it's it's appropriate right there. Got some nice coloration there. You've got blues, you've got sky blues, you've got blue greens, brick reds, and very, very dark browns. Very, very nice. Very nice coloration there. And of course, that skull, as always with ceratopsians, is the highlight. The horn and the spike arrangements are just spectacular. Very nice action figure here, and a welcome addition, another addition to my ceratopsian series. I've got 2 left that I want to get, that being the standard issued Styracosaurus and the Chasmosaurus. and I don't know when they'll come out, but I will always be on the lookout for them. The Styracosaurus should be getting re-released sometime soon. The Chasmosaurus, that's up in the air. Don't know if or when that will ever come back out, or if I will be forced to go third party. In any rate, I'll eventually get it, and then I will bring those two species to you guys for review, and then we'll close out our late to the party campaign. But for now, it's on pause with the acquisition of Diabloceratops. So pretty nice, pretty nice. I'm very happy to have all of my ceratopsians, and even more excited to begin the Tyrannosaur series, which started with Tyrannosaurus Rex itself. That review has been getting some good views, I'm happy to say. And speaking of that, I need you guys to like this video. Please do that. Likes are free, and they definitely help the algorithm. It helps YouTube be able to recommend my videos to others so they can come see the content as well. And please subscribe to the channel, because that definitely helps. We need all the support we can get. If you have any comments, please put those down below. And of course, if you want to be notified for the next time I upload a video, hit that bell, and notified you shall be. Once again, Beasts of the Mesozoic, Creative Beast Studios, the Diabloceratops, the review. Very nice. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.